303-713-8585. Let's go to Nebraska. John, welcome. You're on 850 KOA.
Hi, John. Thanks for taking my call.
I'm glad to have you.
I was just going to, I guess, to answer your question about whether the Tea Party will accept nukes, I think the answer to that is no. I don't think that the Tea Party is going to buy onto nukes for the anti-Romney candidate. And I think Ron Paul has a real shot at picking up some of that support and,
Nope.
I guess, making it a long, drawn-out race.
No, but I know Rick from Centennial's listening, and I hate to burst your bubble. Ron Paul is not going to do it. In fact, it would be great if Ron Paul would back off and throw his 6% of support towards somebody. It would be great if Michelle Bachmann, who's not going to go anywhere, would pull away and give her support to some. It would be great if, it really would be great if Perry, Bachmann, Ron Paul, Huntsman, all sat down in a room like big boys and girls and said, "Listen, one of us has to make a stand, and we're all just nibbling at each other's ankles. Which one is it going to be?"
Yeah, but you know that's not going to happen. And I think you might be shortchanging Ron Paul a little bit, because he has a real shot to do well in Iowa and New Hampshire. And if he can do well in Iowa and New Hampshire, then that puts him in the run. Because he has enough money to support a long race. He has enough fundraising where he'd be able to stick out a long, drawn-out race.
He'll be there to the end. He's our Ralph Nader. What would it take? What would it take for guys like you and Rick from Centennial to finally say, we love Ron Paul, but we understand he's not going to win. Therefore, we're gonna ask him to step aside, and we're gonna support somebody else.
I just don't think it's going to happen, and I can tell you why. Because from our perspective, from our, I guess, view of the situation, it's kind of like, asking for a Republican or a Democrat solution is kind of like the choice between, getting kicked in the crotch or punched in the face. And none of us are going to go out and support either one of those options.
Well, are you saying that you would prefer Obama to any one of the Republicans?
No, I'm not saying that.
Then let me ask you the question. Let me ask you the question then. Okay. Would you prefer Obama versus any one of the Republicans? If any single whoever the worst Republican is in the pack right now the choice was between that man or woman and Obama, for whom would you vote?
I would say that the only person that I would rather, or that I would rank below Obama would be Newt Gingrich, and for two reasons. One, I think he is, just as crooked as Obama is, but two, he might appease some of the Republican Tea Party types that are, now angry because of Obama, and, we lose that support of, I guess, holding their feet to the fire in the government.
So you would rather have Obama rather than Newt?
Yeah.
Why?
Like I said, well, because of the two reasons that I just said. I don't think, as far as how the country operates and that sort of thing, there would be any changes if Newt came in. But I think that he could, some of the people will give him the benefit of the doubt possibly and be apologetic for him when he does, not hold his feet to the fire because he's a Republican. And I think if Obama's in there, people will stay, aware and angry and, making sure they're involved.
All right. I got to tell you, I'll take any Republican over this guy.
I'll try and describe it to you like this. So Obama or Newt Gingrich, and really Obama or pretty much the rest of the Republican field, to me would be like changing the station on a radio to a more, to a song that you like better as you drive a car and have it just go sailing off the cliff. That's my perception of the difference between the two.
All right, well, hang on a second. Let's use your analogy for a second. So you're in a car. You're sailing over the cliff. There is no stopping you. What's your favorite band?
I don't know. Let's go with Journey, just because that would be a great song to listen, or a great band to listen to as you're sailing off.
So there's Journey with that squeaky little tenor, and that's going to be what's going to be going through your mind for the rest of eternity as you rot in hell. Will be Steve Perry from Journey going, "Don't stop." All right, and so that's what, and you'll be saying it's too late, I stopped. Or let's see, what would be the stellar opposite of that? Mel Torme. So you're listening to Mel Torme. Would you switch it to Journey, "Don't Stop," as you go over the edge of the cliff? Would you do that?
No, you know what I would do? I'd vote for Ron Paul and stop that car.
I am not talking about Ron Paul. I am talking that you are over. You are literally, all right. Put your little thin cap. Thank you. You're in the car. Do you listen to this song or do you listen to Mel Torme?
Yeah.
Just answer that,
sure.
John. Just answer that.
I would go with Journey for sure.
There we go. All right. So even given your analogy, even given your slap-ass analogy, you would still vote for Newt Gingrich over Obama, even if you believe it's going over the edge of a cliff. Yes?
No.
So you'd rather listen to Obama as you go over the cliff?
Well, because at least if Obama's playing on the radio, everybody else in the car is aware and alert, and because we're going to have to, pick this up after,
All right, sorry, John, you lost me. I can't agree with you. I would rather have any Republican, no matter how much I dislike that Republican, choose our next Supreme Court justice than this guy.
But it's kind of like, if your car's sailing off the
cliff. All right, let's stop the car. Who do you want to do the next choice in the Supreme Court? Who's gonna be the guy? If you had to choose between Newt and Obama choosing the next Supreme Court justice who will swing that court, because it's a 5-4 majority now.
Yeah.
Which one do you want? Would you just answer the damn question? I'm already 3 minutes late for the break.
Care.
You don't care?
I don't care, because it's not like Newt's any better.
You don't think that
internationalist.
You don't think that Newt is going to choose? You don't think Newt is going to choose a better Supreme Court justice?
No.
All right, we'll disagree. Thanks for the call.